Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers. On the broadcast today, we're going to Oz with John Katsilometes. He's the daily entertainment columnist for the Las Vegas Review-Journal, here for the whole show on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
Meet Nevada Health Link, Nevada's official health insurance marketplace. Your link to savings, selection, free assistance, and name brand health insurance, where 90% of enrollees lower the cost of their monthly premium. Everyone deserves access to quality health coverage, no matter your income or family size. Visit NevadaHealthLink.com. A few minutes could save you hundreds of dollars per month.
Nevada Health Link. Our plans are made for your plans.
One night, two incredible bands. Lit. Fuel. Ignited We Stand Tour 2025. Friday, August 22nd, TJ's Corral at the Carson Valley Inn. Get tickets now at carsonvalleyinn.com. Don't miss Lit and Fuel together live.
A power line is more than a power line. It's maintaining the bottom line for small businesses. It's keeping the assembly line moving for our workforce. For our brightest minds, it's meeting a deadline. It's on the front line with our heroes. And on the sidelines of the biggest games. It's a direct line to our loved ones. And it's a lifeline for the most vulnerable. There's a lot on the line.
You're in trouble with the law. It's easy to think you'll lose everything, but there is hope. I'm attorney Orrin Johnson. Your first step is to hire a serious attorney with the experience to successfully navigate the legal system for you.
Sometimes hope means addiction treatment instead of jail, and making sure you're treated fairly.
Sometimes hope means fearless trial attorneys will stand up to the government when they get it wrong. Call or text Orrin Johnson Law.
We'll make a plan.
You'll take back your life.
This is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad, a no-holds-barred political forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we are always pleased to welcome back to the program John Katsilometes. He is the daily entertainment columnist for the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Pleasure to have you here, sir, this morning, and getting up for us at 8:30 in the morning after another night on the streets of Las Vegas entertainment scene.
Yeah, it's good to be with you, Sam. Yeah, I'm usually up at this hour. It's not like that early, but good to be with you always. Yeah.
Thank you. I've been thinking about this a lot the last couple of weeks because we're coming down for a massive taping session in October, and I was talking to my granddaughter about the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, and she lit up like a Christmas tree. Now, this is the gal that is the big Electric Daisy Carnival music type fan. And suddenly the Wizard of Oz is her favorite thing and is coming with us to the Sphere. And it seems to me that not just the Sphere, but the Wizard of Oz in particular is the biggest thing in local entertainment since the Smith Center. Am I right because of that vibe?
Oh man, it's a big one. You know, I don't know if it's hard to compare something like the Smith Center opening and Wizard of Oz coming into Sphere. There's a lot of different components to it, but it has been gaining a lot of traction ever since they announced it. They just opened a display at the Venetian's Waterfall Atrium, if you know that place, where the big love piece was. They've taken the love piece down, that giant art piece, and put in a Wizard of Oz display that's going to run through the end of the year. And I went out there Friday morning to report on the unveiling of it. And by the time I left at about between 10:30 and 11, there was a line, dozens of people lined up to get their photo taken at the Wizard of Oz installation. And it had just opened. It hadn't even really been formally announced exactly yet. So it's a big title, one of the biggest movie titles in history. At probably the greatest live entertainment venue in the world right now. So it's gaining a lot of traction, a lot of conversation, and it's going to be a focal point, you know. And it's funny you should mention EDM because the Unity show which is the big electronic music extended engagement, is coming in the night after Wizard of Oz opens on the 29th of August. So they're running those two very diverse productions back to back at the end of this month.
For those that thought James Dolan might be a little crazy for risking Madison Square Garden and a cost higher than the cost of Allegiant Stadium on the Sphere, boy, was he proven right.
Well, artistically and in terms of what it's delivered on stage, that is true. There's still the profitability of Sphere is running behind the critical acclaim of the Sphere right now, but they're gaining a lot of international attention with all that they've been doing. And I'll tell you, Sam, what we're really impressed with too. I'm eager to see Wizard of Oz perform, but the Backstreet Boys residency at the Sphere has, I think, exceeded probably everybody's expectations in terms of its box office success, the amount of energy it's generated at the venue, and the quality of the production itself. Those guys, I say, not only have they checked all the boxes, they created a few boxes and checked those off in their residency here. They're all over town. They're doing fan meet and greets. They're doing a Saturday night appearance at Voltaire Club at the Venetian after their Saturday show that is bananas. They just had the Shrunken Head ceremony at the Golden Tiki. They showed up for that. That place went crazy. Howie Doro does a 4-hour meet and greet VIP event every Saturday at Hofbrauhaus over on Paradise Road, kitty corner from Virgin Hotel. I mean, they've done everything that they can. They're blowing up on social media. I had one clip from Backstreet Boys. I'll tell you this: that their lead-in, the opening of their opening night, the countdown, and then the rocket ship, and then the spaceship that flies over the Sphere, that whole segment, 3.4 million views on a reel that I sent. And I'm not a big reels person even. It went crazy. So yeah, Sphere is a hot item, hot topic, no matter what you're talking about. And I think Wizard of Oz is gonna is just gonna reflect the creative success they've had there.
I was talking to your colleague Rick Velato, of course, done a lot of reporting on the physical aspects of the Sphere and the venue down in Los Angeles where they build these different effects for the Sphere. And he was saying that, it's going to be a little disappointing when they start to pop up spheres at other places around the world. But I thought about it a bit, and I thought, you know what? This is kind of like Atlantic City and Las Vegas back in the day when everybody said, well, Vegas is finished because Atlantic City is going to be the place. But actually, Atlantic City and every other gaming venue in the world turned out to be a training ground for coming to Las Vegas. And I think the same thing's going to apply to the Sphere.
Well, it's interesting because not a lot of cities are going to be building spheres. The
Right.
next one's in Abu Dhabi, and it's been difficult for Mr. Dolan and his team to find municipalities that will accept the sphere because of it's a very intrusive beast. You can almost see it behind me. You can't quite see it behind me in my backdrop, but it requires a very special infrastructure around it. You have to have, ideally, a lot of like apparatus around it so it doesn't stand out so much. You have to put it out in the wilderness somewhere, out in a field. And it's not a proven financial success yet, even in Las Vegas, and a lot of places just don't want to risk it. Abu Dhabi is very willing to go there, so I don't know. I think we're going to have a couple of spheres. We're going to have the prototype in Burbank that you mentioned is for development. It's a quarter size of the sphere. I've been to that, and that's going to remain, the creative annex for the sphere as they bring shows in, including Wizard of Oz and Zach Brown bands coming in. They're testing stuff in the Burbank sphere as well. So yeah, I think Las Vegas is often the example, and sometimes people follow along, and sometimes they don't want to risk it.
I think one of the things, and I'll get away from Wizard of Oz after this, but the fact that during this movie, they're going to be using the haptics and wind, which I don't think they've used those effects on a grand scale before.
Right, not to this level. I mean, think about what you see in Wizard of Oz in the movie and what are some of the plot points. The tornado, it's a twister. You're going to have those effects with fake debris and fake leaves flying around. You're going to have the walking into the wizard's chamber with with fire around you and pyrotechnics inside the sphere rather than just watching it on the screens. It's going to be around you. And what I've been looking forward to are the flying monkeys. The flying monkeys are going to make their premiere at Wizard of Oz. I was talking about this for weeks, several weeks, months, about flying monkeys that they've been testing, 16 feet long flying monkeys around the sphere. And this is going to be one of the most adventurous live performances we've seen ever, anywhere. And the haptic quality, the shaking, the fragrances of hay, I've heard, are going to be part of this adventure. And you're going to be feeling like you've been propelled to Oz in that dream, just like Dorothy was.
And they're running this multiple times a day. So
yes, it's running in place of the postcard from Earth.
yeah. So I mean,
So 3 times a day. Yeah.
yeah, and 5,000 person seating for it.
Yeah, it'll be the same seating if you're familiar with how Postcard is seated. A little bit wider, a little bit more seating for Wizard, but the same kind of. And U2 movie, the concert film, also same scale. We were wondering if it was going to run like 17.5 or whatever it does for the headliners. They're not doing that, but they're doing it multiple times a day and bringing people in. And then you can run Wizard of Oz early in the day and run, something like Unity, the stage show, or a headliner at night.
Amazing. You mentioned the Hofbrau, and that instantly brought back to mind Siegfried and Roy. And I watched a portion of Vegas Vacation, the Chevy Chase movie, the other day. And there's the sequence in there where they're at the Siegfried and Roy show. And it just brought back amazing memories of that time. And you were right in the middle of all that.
Well, yeah, Beverly D'Angelo and Wayne Newton had an interesting relationship. Mrs. Griswold and Wayne in that movie. My favorite part of that movie is when Wayne answers the door in his martial arts gear, with his gi and his headband and everything. He's like working out at Casa de Shenandoah. That was released right before I moved to Las Vegas Vacation.
Yeah.
But it is a very effective capturing of time. I think a couple movies that captured Las Vegas in its moment are very different movies, but Casino and Vegas Vacation in their own ways pick up a period of time and different vibes of Las Vegas, but they're both of their moment, when they were set. And Vegas Vacation, I see my friend Bernie Human is in Vegas Vacation getting a massage in that movie and in his suit. So there's some little Easter eggs even today that you can find in that movie.
Okay, so I'm thinking AI will now, at some point in the future, cut those two movies together, and that would be one of the most incredible movies ever.
Oh boy, yeah, they could. You can instruct AI to do anything. You can instruct AI to put yourself in Vegas Vacation if you want.
Yeah,
Recut the movie and have a journalist in it. We could both be in the new Vegas Vacation if we want to in AI.
Okay, I think now we are drifting off. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More things to talk about with John Katsilometes after this time out.
Take a look at Pro Group Management and see how your workers' comp requirements can be met head-on. By taking a proactive approach, Pro Group can assure that your company is meeting or exceeding state and federal standards. As you move forward in your industry, Pro Group moves with you, simplifying regulatory tasks, clearing the way so you can get the job done and look to your future success. Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
Like a traditional handmade basket, retail is woven into the fabric of life in Nevada. From big box to mom and pop, retail supports our communities in countless ways. Jobs for the disabled, team uniforms for kids, help for the elderly, and so much more. Retail employs over 1 in 10 workers. Retail supports Nevada, and we support retail.
RANNV.org.
As you know, Reno is booming. Toll's development company is helping it grow with insightful design and development, building community with every project, adding beauty, adding excitement, emphasizing our shared humanity. Reno is becoming bigger. Toll's development is helping it become better, more livable, more enjoyable. To learn more, go to tollsdevelopment.com. tollsdevelopment.com.
The Nevada Builders Alliance has been protecting the interests of the construction industry for over 50 years. Our programs save members thousands of dollars every year and allow them to provide much-needed benefits to their employees. Our industry also allows Nevada to grow. If you're thinking about a career in the construction industry, reach out. And if you haven't thought of a career in construction, what are you waiting for? We are the Nevada Builders Alliance.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with Johnny Katz. He is the daily entertainment columnist for the Las Vegas Review-Journal. If you don't read him, you don't know what's going on in Las Vegas. I got to ask you about, probably one of the worst PR crises that I've seen for quite a while in Las Vegas is the pricing. And people are up in arms about all the nickel and diming that's going on. And the hotels, of course, are responding. The convention authority is responding. Prices are dropping. But we both know that, come fall when the conventions are back and Formula One and everything else is going, the prices will go right back up again. One of the things that I really appreciate about you is that you have written, your cool hang alerts, where you talk about entertainment that is not Cirque du Soleil and these high-priced entertainers. Do you think that we are going to see more of this and that the hotels will realize that there's a more affordable option, that maybe not the lounges coming back, but bringing back more entertainment like this? Like Bootlegger Bistro, for example, has been doing land off his business with this for a long time.
Yeah, that's the one example. We've had some other outcroppings come up, the affordable, no cover, low cover entertainment. And this has been going on even since the COVID shutdown and reopening in Las Vegas. There are a lot of ways to get value entertainment and not have to pay for parking in this city that I track routinely. I think that the market is on our tourism industry, and resort officials are responding to low visitation numbers and the reluctance of visitors to pay those higher costs. But I will tell you, I'm reporting a story right now that has to do with entertainment trends in Las Vegas and how corporate people who book corporate entertainment and people who have put on shows in small capacity venues in Las Vegas see this year as unique. Okay. I've seen that ticket prices, box office sales are down about 30% for what the middle level shows. So, kind of like the Cirques, Spiegel World, what's happening at V Theater, Miracle Mile Shops at Planet Hollywood. They're all suffering in some way or another. Adam Stick, Spy Entertainment, Excalibur at the Strat, those types of shows. What I'm hearing right now, there's a couple of fronts that I'm investigating. One is I've had a longtime entertainment professional who books a lot of corporate events and hotels, who has like 11 or 12 bands, saying that he's booked actually 2 events this year, booked in the year this year, where he usually has upwards of 25, 30 dozens. He told me this week that it's not because of high prices that they're feeling the pinch. It's because visitation numbers are so low. He says, we've had high prices in Las Vegas. We've had resort fees for 10 years in Las Vegas. We've had high bottled water prices. We've had, rates that have been escalated for a long time. Our year over numbers for visitation have still increased, which is true ever since COVID. That was the only downturn we've had. David Sachs,
Yes.
David Sachs Production. He's, David, he's born and raised in Las Vegas. His mother was in Follies. His mother was pregnant with David in Follies while she was dancing. So he's his father was a relief sax player for Sinatra and the Rat Pack bands back in the day. He knows all about it. And he says he goes back and he researches and he looks into what was going on in Las Vegas historically, from 9/11, the recession, COVID, all these entertainment, sports coming into Las Vegas, the this, the that, the headliners, all of these things that have picked over the entertainment community. He says, Las Vegas always comes back. He goes, we're sitting here talking about this now. We've had this conversation over the years, him and I, since the recession, since 9/11, when people were afraid to fly. He says it always bounces back because Las Vegas finds a way to deal with it. And I think we're going through that period right now in a way where shows are trying to adjust to getting a different audience. And if they have to lower prices, if they have to cut schedules, we have the Rat Pack is back, which a lot of people, in a flattering way, call the cockroach of shows in Las Vegas because it survives everything.
Yeah.
Rat Pack is back is going dark August 17th through September 8th, which is really rare for that show. It runs no matter what. And they're going down because business has been so bad for their ticket sales. So when you see that happening, those are indicators. You know that there's some adjustment coming. They might have to shrink their schedule down to 3 times a week when they come back, or adjust accordingly. But yeah, it's a little bit behind right now.
Yeah, I agree. And, all your points are very valid, obviously. But I think by the time we get to fourth quarter and next year with the convention bookings that are already in line, that things will bounce back. And you're right. The whole secret to Las Vegas is reinventing itself and understanding. And the same applies to Reno and Elko and everywhere else in our state. That when times are tough, they cut the prices. And then when times get good again, the prices go up. I want to talk about a lady who started this whole high price of entertainment, and she's coming back to Las Vegas. Let's talk about her when we come back.
Welcome to Story County, where history meets innovation, and a pioneering spirit continues to shape our future. At the heart of the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, we power the future with global leaders in technology and manufacturing, driving progress that reaches far beyond our county lines. From advanced manufacturing to tech innovation, our industries are creating thousands of quality careers, fueling a vibrant economy that benefits every Nevadan. But it's more than just growth. Our community is our foundation, supporting families, empowering local initiatives, and creating a place where everyone belongs. Be part of a legacy built on bold ideas and boundless possibilities. Join us in building a brighter future right here in Story County. Story County, helping build Nevada's future.
For 50 years, Nevada Heating has been keeping people comfortable in their homes. At Nevada Heating, call the Do It Right guys and get the air conditioning back on today. That's the Nevada Heating way. Why sweat for days on end when Nevada Heating can get your air conditioning fixed today? Call us today and we'll fix it today at 323-5585 or schedule us on our website at nevadaheating.com.
The trucking industry is the most resilient link in the supply chain, moving 95% of our freight in the Silver State. And while essential, the road isn't always smooth. Supply chain disruptions, rising fuel costs, and unrealistic rules and laws that hamper our ability to serve our customers and country. Our prosperity and every sector of the economy, manufacturing, mining, medicine, and food from farm to table, is tied to trucks. There's nothing without trucking.
Save money and take transit. Did you know you can ride the bus all day for less than what it would cost you for a gallon of gas? Plan your trip now by going to rtcwashoe.com.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with John Katsilometes. He's the daily entertainment columnist for the Las Vegas Review-Journal. The lady I was talking about before we went to the break, Dolly Parton, when she made her appearance in Las Vegas, and it's got to be what, the 70s, I believe, where she was the highest priced entertainer that year, and changed the way that it went from 2-week residencies to 1 or 2 or 3 nights. She's coming back. Vegas has got to be excited about that.
Yeah, it's interesting how Dolly has has booked her shows. She'll be at the Coliseum. Let me make sure I have the right time. She's in for 6 shows in December, running alongside the National Finals Rodeo. And her show sold out immediately. The ticket queue was 100,000 within 10 seconds of it going on sale to wait to get tickets. So, but she, it's funny. Dolly Parton played Laughlin. I think it was the Pavilion in Laughlin in 2018. I think it was, and there was no big deal about it. She just played a one-off there. It wasn't even widely reported, and But in that period of time since then, and her activity all through COVID and becoming she has had kind of a resurgence as a figure. She's blown up, multi-generational, and we're very much looking forward to having her here. And she's one who can probably play as many dates at the Coliseum as she wants. She's only going to do that run in December. But yeah, talk about huge ticket demand. It was up there with shorter run, mind you, but up there with Adele, Garth Brooks in that room, Celine in her heyday. That's how strong her demand has been.
And deservedly so. There are some great podcasts, series that feature her that are worth listening to. Just a remarkable lady. John, I always thank you for doing this, man. It's always a pleasure to see you, and I'll see you in a couple of months in Vegas, okay?
I'll be here, sir. I'm ready to tee it up again.
All right. Talk to you soon, and we'll be right back.
It's a good time to eat. It's a good time to play.
It's a good time to win.
Each day, the Children's Advocacy Alliance partners with leaders, legislators, and families across Nevada to improve children's health, education, economic well-being, and safety. We recognize Nevada will be no better than the state of its children. Be a part of this change. Be a supporter of the Children's Advocacy Alliance. For more information, go to caanv.org.
Imagine a magical garden that feeds Carson City's hungry and homeless, teaches our high school students agriculture, creates hanging floral displays to beautify downtown, and yet charges nothing. It's not magic. It's the Greenhouse Project. It's real, it's growing, and it needs your help. Go online to carsоncitygreenhouse.org so together we can grow it forward.
Welcome to the Ahern Boutique Hotel, where luxury and warmth come together in the heart of Las Vegas.
We take pride in offering a one-of-a-kind experience for both locals and tourists.
Join us for handcrafted cocktails and an unforgettable experience.
Joel's Chop House, the perfect place to savor views of the Las Vegas Strip.
Satisfy your cravings at the Ahern Chocolate Shop.
No smoking, no resort fees, and the parking is always free. The Ahern Luxury Boutique Hotel is your home away from home.
It happens. And when it does, there's UMC Quick Care.
Thanks for watching Nevada Newsmakers. You can always watch our shows anytime on the website at nevadanewsmakers.com or the podcast. We have audio and video podcasts from all your favorite podcast locations and YouTube. Find us everywhere. We'll see you on the next broadcast. Thanks for watching.